Hi guys, and welcome back to Rick and Lessa Reacts to Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 8. Last time...
The mountain showed us that he could chop unarmed...
They were armed. They all had two.
He could chop skinny, frightened men nearly in half.
Yes, like his brother.
Yes.
Except those men were fully armored.
Yeah.
Yeah, so far the Hound has chopped more impressive things in half so far, yes.
But more importantly, Tyrion has a champion from an unlikely place of Dorne.
Is it really, though?
It's mutually beneficial. Tyrion gets to live, which he enjoys quite a lot. And Oberyn gets to get revenge. Sweet, sweet revenge.
If he wins. Big ol' if, because...
If he doesn't...
I mean, it's not as if Tyrion can run quite quickly.
If he doesn't, Tyrion better be praying for the Tolkien Owls. Because I think he's used every other get out of jail free card at this point. Brienne is hot on the trail of Sansa. And
She has a cookie.
And Arry.
And Sansa got to watch her aunt.
The only other one was daughter.
Her female relative.
Well,
Pushed in a hole.
I guess, but yeah.
Grandmother.
Yeah. How do you think that's going to change the dynamic with Sansa and
Robin? Or with Baelish?
Robin, but mostly Baelish.
He's gonna probably
Peter.
keep kissing her and wooing her and whatnot.
I think she's going to take that.
I mean, she slapped Robin, so I'm giving her another chance.
I think Arya's gonna get there and be like, Sansa, name me names.
Arya will get there, and there'll be this great big hole in the floor. And she'll be like, how many people have you pushed down through it? And Sansa will be like, well, none, actually. And Arya's like...
For as clever and cunning... For as clever and cunning as Baelish, saying you're more beautiful than your mother ever was is a terrible pickup line.
Yeah.
Right after saying that you should have been my daughter.
Yeah, that doesn't help either.
Yeah. As soon as he said that, it's like, oh,
No wonder he
he's
never
gonna
got
kiss
Catelyn.
her. Yeah.
The man does not have game.
He spends too much time convincing people that he wants nothing to do with women. He's not interested in that, and that's not what makes him tick. And so when he does try to woo them, he says just terrible things.
Ugh. Marries Sansa, adopts Arya.
He
His
could
sister and
win.
her mom.
So if he married Sansa, adopts Arya, keeps the Hound around, because the Hound is obviously turning into a good boy.
Undead good boy.
Yes. Zombie good boy.
Next week.
Zombie dog.
On the AMC.
And then
Walking Dead.
when Daenerys finally frees the entire rest of the Worldos
Right.
and comes over to see what Westeros has been doing, what will that confrontation look like?
I like to
Could he
think
take her with Arya?
Stannis. I like to think that Stannis' fleet is sailing on King's Landing, and then like the mist appears, and Daenerys is coming from this way, and Stannis just goes whoop.
I think that we'll have this huge build-up. Stannis will burn his daughter. He'll have to kill his wife. Like, all this horrible stuff will happen, and he will sacrifice everything, and he will get together a nice big army and be like on the cusp of hitting King's Landing.
Yeah.
And like totally wrecking the place, and then his ships get burned again by dragons. Womp womp.
Oh, foiled again.
And he was like, why? And Daenerys is like, I don't even know you.
I thought you were with them.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
Are you merchants? Were you slaves? Because you're free now if you were.
Well, I don't know about you, but I want to see a mountain crumble.
Yes. Are there hobbits around here?
There might be.
Because I bet Peter Jackson is somewhere eating a carrot.
The Prince and Pony, please.
Little walking bitch. You should have stayed with your own kind. You listen to that
Uh-oh.
What?
She knows the signal when she hears one.
Just now, you dumb bitch. No, it's not.
Put the pants down. She has every STD. Okay.
I should never have left her there.
She survived Craster. It was the worst shit I've ever met. She survived the long march to the wall. She survived a white walker, for fuck's sake. She might have got out. Whoever dies lost. Be a good lad and burn the rest of us. I don't want to come back.
I'm sorry they did that to you.
Why? Why sorry? If the masters never cut me, I never am outside. I never stand in the plaza of pride when Daenerys Stormborn orders us to kill the masters. I never am chosen to lead the Ansari. I never meet Missandei from the island of Nar.
And that's pretty sweet. Come on.
Ang krenis ko inada.
Here, Sisi.
What do you tell them?
Theon Greyjoy, son of Balaam, heir to the Iron Islands.
And what do you read?
Rick. Who are you?
Rick! Shit! Damn it. Like they're about ready to give out anyway.
Yeah, this is not going to be.
Didn't need Reek. Diarrhea kills.
Lord Bolton took me captive after Winterfell. He sent me to treat with you in good faith as your fellow Ironborn, and he will be just and fair with you as he has been with me.
Not at all.
Not all of them share his stalwartness.
Nope.
If we yield, we live. Is that what it says on this paper here? Yes. Have your men raised the white flag and opened the gates? We're going home.
I think he believes it.
You didn't really let them go, did you?
Flayed man has no secrets.
Go home now.
I believe we will. To our new home.
What is dead may never die. They went home.
Theon's dead on the
I
inside.
freed her.
Lady Aaron's predilections were her own affair. Her death is our affair.
Of course, suicide shattered us all.
She was an odd fish, everyone knows that. But suicide, she adored that boy of hers. I don't see her abandoning him, not by choice.
Should have thrown him down too, Baelish. They'd have bought it then.
We were told there was a witness, a girl.
A niece of yours, I believe. We prefer to hear her testimony unadulterated.
I think she's got his back. He did save her life. Twice.
Sorry, Lord Baelish. I have to tell the truth. My name's not Elaine. It's Sansa Stark, eldest daughter of Lord Eddard Stark.
Tell lies right to my face, you little worm.
Lord Baelish has told many lies,
But
all to protect me.
Tell us what happened to your aunt, Sansa.
she tried to kill me, and Baelish protected me.
My aunt was a jealous lady. She was terrified. She said she didn't want to live anymore. She stood on the edge of that moon door. And he tried to reason with her, promised her she was the only one he had ever loved. But he stepped through those doors.
And then she should stop crying and be like,
Like,
finger guns.
What's this? A royal pardon. Signed by Robert Baratheon. You spied on her. Let me speak with her in private.
You'll never be alone with her again. This is the work of Tywin Lannister. He wants to divide us. If we're fighting each other, we're not fighting him.
Pardon was signed the year we met.
Please, Khaleesi,
You
forgive me.
sold my secrets to the man who killed my father
I am
and stole
protecting
my
you.
brother's throne.
For
You
freedom.
want me
Kill
to
for
forgive
you.
you?
I have loved you.
No, how can you say that to me? Any other man would have you executed, but you, I do not want you in my city, dead or alive. If you're found in Marine past break of day, I'll have your head thrown into Slaver's Bay. Okay.
Woof. That was a good scene.
A long road ahead of him.
Well, 700 miles that way is still on the north. 400 miles that way. 300 miles that way. The north is larger than the other 6 kingdoms combined, and I am the warden of the north. The north is mine. Now tell me, what is your name?
Same trick he plays on.
Ramsay Snow.
Ramsay Bolton now.
Please, no. Open it.
He gets to be a real boy.
This day until your last
He's
day.
loved.
You are Ramsay Bolton, son of Bruce Bolton, warden of the north.
Well, Reek got to conquer the North after all.
Makes me sad. Hearing this dark theme,
Yeah.
Bolton banners.
Lady Aaron died
Again?
Shit out of luck,
3 days ago.
as always. He's smitten. She knows it.
Yep.
That gives her power.
Yes. I wonder how long has it been since someone has played him with an instrument he responds to.
Red Viper of Doom. You don't get a name like that unless you have never seen him fight. Oh, he's going to die. So that's putting it mildly. And every day around the world, men, women, and children are murdered like a school. Who gives a dusty fuck about a bunch of people? I know, but still, it filled me with dread. Every day. Until that mule kicked him in the chest and killed him.
Never learn the secret.
Soon.
Life's work will go unfinished, perhaps. Here we go. Cut to black.
Yeah, it's gonna do it, isn't it?
He's the biggest man I've ever seen.
So this is no matter. You are flat on your back.
Thank the God.
There's a little.
Heyo. Oh,
That is
he's just gonna
so
kill
big.
him.
Not even that unrealistic because of how big of a man he is. You're gonna need a few of
Pretty
those, I think.
cool, but very pretty.
He's a pretty man.
Yeah.
He's also a dead man.
I told you who I am. Some dead man.
He knows.
You raped my sister. You murdered her. You killed her children. Say it now and we can make this quick.
For you, it was the most important day of your life. For me, it was Tuesday.
Just kill him whenever you get the chance, boy.
Yeah, that's a problem.
It's so fancy.
It's like he's fighting a bull. It's a good start.
Don't lose it.
Don't fuck up, man.
You killed her children!
Keep stabbing.
Don't put this off. Keep killing him.
Who gave you the order? Say her name! You raped her! You murdered her! You killed her children! Say it. Say her name. Say it!
It's over.
Yep. Just gonna squeeze until his eyes pop out.
Oh no, the opposite.
Tyrion Lannister, in the name of King Tommen of the House Baratheon, first of his name, you are hereby sentenced to death.
It's the first to die.
Okay. No, it's the replacing a man's head where if you shoot it, it will blow up. But also, you can just push it like a button with your fingers if you're
can.
strong enough.
He
Yeah.
got his revenge. I assume he's dead. He looked dead. But he did get his revenge then. The Hound didn't get his, though. It's a bit disappointing. Arya didn't get hers either. Another name to cross off the list.
Yep.
She's gotta speed it up. Start getting these things for herself.
Yeah.
How does Tyrion get out of this one?
Having friends in low places.
The lover of his mother come and save him too? Someone in love with his mother.
That'd be great.
Does he have his own
A
little
female
finger?
Baelish.
Hey, Daenerys lost a commander. She could get a new one. Maybe Varys.
Swap him out?
Yeah, maybe Varys can scuttle him away. He'll join the Dragonborn.
I heard through the little birds that you lost someone.
You can ship him in a crate.
This guy is super smart. Yeah.
Like the same crate that he ordered that mail
the
order sorcerer in.
Revenge in a box.
I mean, Jaime can save him.
They've really been playing up the whole Jaime and Tyrion get along pretty good thing. He's been visiting him every time. And Bronn left on good terms.
I'm thinking it'll be Stannis invading, and he'll sneak out during like the battle, maybe. Jack Sparrow style. Like a cannonball will hit his cell. It still won't open.
He'll hide himself inside of the mountain's corpse and get hucked wherever the Lannisters throw people that aren't alive anymore.
Buried.
Are you gonna dig a hole big enough to cram the mountain in? No.
Normally they just
No. You're gonna
embalm
find
them and put them in a crypt.
You're going to put him on like the biggest ship with a lot of floats and push him out into the bay and sink him out there and then worry about the flood levels.
So I have an evolution question.
Okay.
So Sam, the baby,
Babby Sam.
gave them away, but it was fine because it was
Ygritte.
How did they stop babies from crying when they were hiding from like a saber-toothed tiger?
The babies that cried louder got eaten, and the babies that cried just real quietly.
I mean, I guess the men went off and did the dangerous stuff, and the babies and such hid. But yeah, I do wonder. Like, it seems like a pretty good survival instinct to be able to quiet your baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
On command, and that's not a thing we can do.
No, it's not a thing we can do. But like, could we do it? Like, we're babies.
Has there been some secret of baby muffling that's been lost to the centuries?
I don't think any mother would have forgotten that if there were.
Someone would have passed it
Well,
on.
no, I'm not saying
a
it
single
was.
generation of mothers agreed that their daughters were the
We're going
worst.
to suffer.
So they were going to suffer for the rest of time.
I'm not saying it was like a technique, but more like a humans evolved. Where before babies maybe didn't cry so loudly.
It was at the singularity when humans stopped being prey and became the predator. The louder our babies are, maybe animals are like,
And then they run away and
People.
can't be hunted. That's no good either.
You just have to run further than the animal.
Yeah, because the men are off hunting, so the animals run it right into the men and get.
That's like running deer. You know, you have people that walk in a line through the woods and push the deer.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
have
drink beer.
people that stand in different places with guns, and when deer pass them,
drink
then they
beer.
shoot them.
Sure.
And each other.
Then you just have women carrying the children pushing the prey towards the men with the spears.
Very good. Next time I'll have an answer. If there is an answer.
It's probably shaking babies. That's why they have that big campaign.
Never
shake a baby.
It was one of our favorite games when Evelyn was a little older. Don't
Shake the baby. Shake the baby.
We all laughed. It was great.
Yeah.
I laughed. She laughed. The toaster laughed. And we shot it because it was its Decepticon. But yeah, that was my major point for the episode, really. So
That was it? That was all you had?
go on.
From
This
that,
episode?
I kept thinking
from
of
that
it.
scene on.
What?
Like that happened. I kept
was like-
pondering. It's like,
I thought you were like deep in thought. I didn't know you were like, crying babies.
Crying
evolution.
babies.
This is a problem. This is a bug, and nobody's patched it, and it's been how long?
See what I have to work with.
what else happened?
We're brilliant, Calvin.
Did the imp win?
Yeah, no.
Oh, well, that's a shame. I was pulling for that guy.
If he had been careful,
Everyone could have won. It was his own
hubris.
need to be.
Yeah.
He needed the
it was
revenge to be
revenge.
something specific.
Yeah.
Killing him wasn't enough.
He had that vision in his head and should have just kept stabbing him from the very end of the spear whenever he grabbed a hold of it and chopped it all up or ate it or whatever he does. Go get another one from the lady.
Tyrion should have just like blind tagged him and went in with an axe and finished him off. Well, gods didn't see that coming.
Suppose they were all like us, and when his head exploded, he went, ooh!
It's been a while since I've seen a head explode.
His head really didn't explode on screen, though, did it?
Yeah, it did.
It did?
Not on screen.
No, it definitely.
Like slightly. We saw the after effects, and we heard the effects.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you see it swell a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit of
right.
CG touch up.
Yeah.
You're right. They don't do
don't
it
think
like
he's
in the
gonna
old
stop.
days.
I mean,
This is America. We love our violence.
I know,
It's the
but
tits you have to hide.
Heads exploding is like a whole nother star rating.
We've had
Poopy
flayed
heads.
people.
Yeah.
yeah, but that's
Those are like Halloween decorations.
that's not a person being turned into like.
Pudding. All right, so Gilly and the baby definitely survived. That's not even a talking point.
Ramsay got promoted.
To a human.
Yeah.
He's a real boy now.
He is.
He's no longer Ramsay Pinocchio.
John
Same.
could have done that
Bastards aren't human.
In his mind,
in his world.
he was Reek. I mean, it's the same exact trick.
It's not the
It's
same
like-
exact trick.
Yes, it is. His
It's the
father
same
was like,
exact
say
trick.
your name, and he said Ramsay Twitch Twitch Snow.
Yep.
And he was like, well, now you're Ramsay Bolton. And he was like, oh. And when he says, what's your name? Reek, Twitch, Twitch. Yeah, it's the same exact thing.
I have a story. It's about 20 minutes long. It's probably not worth it, but it makes a really good point.
How much detail do I need to know before you get to the point?
Also, there was this pimp who wrote a book about pimping
Okay.
and how it isn't easy.
Is this going to turn out to actually be a joke?
No, it isn't.
Okay.
It's a terrible book about like a world that's terrible and like, you know, it's just disgusting the kind of things that happen. And so pimps can look at a whore and know like they have a limit to the amount of terrible things that can happen to them before they just like aren't good anymore, right? They aren't worth anything to the pimp.
Sell by dates.
Yeah. So he's like, okay, so say this one, for example, can, you know, prostitute herself out 500 times. And like he knows that's her limit. And so this pimp that wrote the book had a whore that was about to reach her limit, and she was the bottom bitch. which is the one that keeps the other girls in line. She's like the most senior one or whatever. And his organization wasn't ready to lose her yet. So he says, okay, I've got one last job for you. Take this powder, mix it in this guy's drink, and then take his briefcase. And so she does it, and the guy falls asleep, doesn't wake up, dead. And so she calls him, the pimp. The pimp comes over and is like, oh, you really fucked up, you know? Did you put it all in there? Like, yeah, you shouldn't have done that. And so he makes some calls, and someone comes in and like rolls the body up in a carpet, takes him away, and he pays some of the money from the briefcase out. The briefcase is full of money. And he's like, well, I can get this cleaned up, but you're gonna have to stay with me for a little while longer while I do. And so he got 3 or 6 more months out of her.
Oof.
Because she was so grateful, you know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what Ramsey's like.
Mm-hmm.
And the Boltons in general.
Use people up.
Yeah. And, I mean, the guy wasn't dead. He was his friend asleep, like he staged the whole thing, you know? So.
Of course.
Yep.
That wasn't 20 minutes, but...
It's a long story. That
Long
makes
story for
a
this
point
setting.
about a relatively minor character. But,
Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean, in the grand scope of things.
Yeah.
A fairly minor character.
Her reaction was pretty good. Mine was likely similar, because I'm pretty sure I was
Yeah.
like holding my head, trying to keep mine from being squished.
Hold the top.
Yeah.
You guys need to YouTube Phantasmagoria death scenes, because the main lady in that, if you go wrong, gets her head exploded, and it's just like that. It's
It
almost
is.
exactly the same. Pretty gross.
You're
Grey
Pretty
Worm
gross.
and Missandra? Missandry.
Melisandre and Missandei.
Missandei. I'll just pretend like Miss is a title.
No.
Miss Ande.
What are we talking about?
They're like nice to each other. She was okay with him seeing her in the nud.
Oh, okay. Grey Worm. Got it.
Yes.
I was thinking Grey Joy. Theon.
Oh, that's
No,
understandable.
got it. Yes, they might be in love.
And
nice.
they have introduced the idea that maybe not all of his parts are gone.
Maybe he's just like a witcher and can do it all he wants, just no kids.
What? Never mind.
You want to know how it all works?
Well, like, I know that when people do fights and stuff, they won't have sex for a while before to kind of...
It depends.
So if you...
Boxers say it gives you weak legs.
So
like,
if you left the bit that makes them
the ancient Greeks didn't believe
aggressive...
that at all.
No, they're like...
Let's fuck each other before we go fight. And they did.
So if you
Sorry,
leave the
go
bit
on.
that makes them aggressive, but take away the bit that lets them release, like, is that possible?
I mean, he still got the testosterone.
Yeah,
Like,
and
he's
he was
still-
interested in her, but that could have been because she was nice to him, and he's probably, he's never had that before.
Could just be in love.
Yeah.
For not like the sexual reasons.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
And Sansa saved Baelish.
And Sansa, like, finally has taken her life into her own hands.
Yeah, she definitely
looks
came
like.
out in like power armor.
Yeah. With a power walk, with a power glance, knowing she held the weapon.
That was a weird dress. Like, it was definitely her being, it wasn't the sweet little I'm a princess dress.
No.
It was I'm a badass sex appeal lady now.
It's like Sandy. She gets the spandex suit.
Yeah. She had to be sewn into.
Yeah.
Oof. In Greece. Yes, Greece.
Well, there's 102 watchmen versus 100,000.
And that includes all of them. Not just the Rangers.
Try to think of the biggest odds difference.
You should be able to count Ghost.
That's true. He accounts for at least 50. I mean, the British versus the Zulus. was probably the biggest upset in terms of number.
Yeah.
That was because of technology.
They had rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they have armor.
Yeah, but when you're undead and somebody like stabs you in the arm, does it really ruin your day?
The undead. It could just be the wildlings.
They're white snow.
My prediction isn't necessarily right.
Lich Kings.
It's just a dream of mine.
You dream for this to happen? It's like,
I want to see a slaughter.
I hope this happens.
Chaos is a ladder, and it makes for an interesting show, Calvin. There's nothing more chaotic than the undead. Chaotic evil. It's right in the book.
Yeah, chaos is a ladder right up into Santa. He's got this weird uncle vibe.
So what do you think Jorah's gonna do?
He's gonna moon over her from afar. That was a good scene.
It was good. I wonder when he stopped providing information. Or did he?
They knew she had dragons, and they've known she's been taking cities,
Yeah.
but they could be getting that from a lot of places.
Because, I mean, I understand at first, but, like, once things started going so well, what's the point of a pardon?
Yeah.
When you're with...
I'm pretty sure he was her man. Like, he wasn't...
well...
I don't think he was...
I mean, she said she couldn't trust Dario, but I think she did trust him.
Yeah.
Now, she'll never trust anyone again. That's how it works.
He stopped sending letters and everything a long time ago.
Back in the days when
back before
Jason
the
Momoa was
poisoning,
still alive.
Actually. Yeah, actually. Back before the poisoning. Because...
Well, he stopped the poison.
He stopped it from happening, yeah. Like, the last thing that he sent them was about her being, having the child and everything.
I don't know. If I was him, I think I would be more afraid of Varys than I would be of her.
Really?
Varys is a scary man.
It depends on how well you knew Varys, because you might be able to say, okay, right now the Lannisters are in charge, and this is what's happening. Here's her resume. You want to work with us?
Yeah, maybe.
Varys might.
Could do. But yeah, I'm interested into what Jorah will do. If he'll join a different side or just wait until she's at her darkest hour and come and save the day.
He does love her. He might go and try to conquer ahead.
Yeah.
And be like, I got you 3 more cities, Danny. Can I come back?
He goes off with Dario because Dario doesn't know necessarily. So he's like, oh, I've been sent to help. I did it. Love me. Be interesting to see.
And I enjoyed the bit where they told the Hound they turned him to wax. He just... and Arya just busted out. That's good.
Arya just laughing. Yeah. I mean, it is so funny.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
He'll appreciate it someday.
Yeah, he'll laugh one
if
day.
If he lives. So I clearly...
Well, and if the Mountain's dead, then he should be riding pretty high on the hog.
Except for the infection and the dying.
Once he's weak enough, do you think Arya would kill him?
I think he's gonna get it burnt away one way or another.
You mean the infection?
Yeah, I think the flame healers are gonna
burn
him. That's what I think. We haven't seen them in a while. It's about time.
Man, if they could convert him, he'd be crazy. Yeah.
Expect the unexpected. Then it's not unexpected, so it's probably not gonna happen. Damn it.
The problem is there's so many unexpected things that you cannot be expecting that are then wrong. Well, and Stannis' daughter lived for one more episode.
That'll be real sad.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart and she knows how to read.
She does.
And she teaches other people how to read, which is like, she's a saint.
I figured Melisandre was gonna kill Stannis' wife after she revealed the secrets, you know? Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, it's all just hocus pocus, really, you know? These are the only real power.
I mean, that's kind of what she said.
I know.
Pretty much. Oh, it's only flesh, dear. Yeah, you could see she was pushing her into new cult territory in that scene.
Definitely.
Baby steps. We're gonna kill your daughter, but we'll give you some intermediate psychological things to stepping stone your way there.
Yeah, she definitely didn't respond well to the. Did you use this super ultra mega?
Yeah.
The Spanish
lust potion.
fly on my husband? It's like, no, I didn't need it.
No.
Shit.
No, darling, that fire was already burning. I like how Danny she wasn't actually looking at Jorah for a lot of that. She was holding herself like a stone so nothing showed, and she was looking over his head.
Mm-hmm.
She was incensed.
She was, but she was upset in ways that she didn't want to show. Holding all that in.
Who do you think sent the note?
I think Tywin.
I thought Tywin was a pretty darn good guess.
Jorah's a smart man.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with Jorah. Tywin's the one that's the most threatened.
She still has other good advisors. Definitely Sir Barristan.
She has one good advisor.
Well, and I
One
think
guy good in bed.
Missandei. What?
One good advisor and one good in bed.
Oh, yeah.
That we know of.
I mean, yeah.
The slut warrior.
I don't know he's much of an advisor.
No, I was going to say,
he's
like,
more
He's a
of
warrior.
He's more of a wind-up doll. Let's have sex. Go get me a city. I'm telling you, Dario Lothario. It feats. And it rhymes.
Lothario?
Yeah. I'm not familiar with. Has my joke been lost this whole time?
No. It's
Good.
high tier.
I'll send you a wiki page.
Please don't.
Penultimate lover character.
Ah, okay. Lothario.
Yes. If you are a Lothario, you fit into an archetype.
Okay. I thought you were going with, like,
It's like
lethargic.
No.
Don Juan or
Yes.
Oh, okay.
the other one. Casanova.
Yeah.
Yeah. Casanova.
Thanks for watching this episode